I think one thing for high school love that wants to stand the test of time, I think it's possible. And I think that that's what I want them to know, that it's actually possible. Because a lot of times I just feel like it's discounted because of age. It's like, oh, that's just puppy love. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't. You know what I mean? And young love is love.
Yeah.
Let's not discount it because it's young love. Young love is love. Period.
Turns into OG love.
OG love. OG love. Oh. No.
Hello there, and welcome to Black Love Loves Forever. I am Cody Elaine Oliver, the co-founder of Black Love and a lover of all things Black folks and love. Today, we're celebrating the Netflix series created by the Mara Brock Akil and inspired by the Judy Blume books, Forever. Forever follows two childhood friends reunited as teens who fall deeply in love and experience the joy and the heartache of a first romance that will change their lives forever. So Black Love decided to talk to three couples who are all high school sweethearts in different seasons of their relationship. Ashley and Rios met junior year of high school. They've been together 26 years and married 18 years with 4 kids. Easter and Chris met senior year of high school and dated long distance for 8 years with a little break, and now 4 years back together and locked in. Cheryl and Gerald, the newbies, together since senior year of high school 12 years ago and married May 1st, 2025. Let's get into Black Love Loves Forever.
Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, and I'll wait for you.
These came for Keisha. They clearly cost a pretty penny.
Wait for me, wait for me, wait for me, and I'll wait for you.
What's wrong?
Justin, I can't afford to like anyone right now.
Don't say that.
I gotta go.
Keisha. I think we have something good going, or we could if we gave it a chance.
So guys, I'm Ashley.
I'm Rios.
We have been together for 26 years.
Been married for 18 years.
I'm Eastern,
And I'm Chris.
and we've been together for 25 years. Oh, we've known each other for 25 years.
We've been together for about 4 right now.
I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Gerald. Some like to call us Gerald.
I'm some.
We've been together for 12 years, and we're engaged and getting married May 1st.
Oh, thank you so much.
I love that for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So for us, we met in high school. I had literally just transferred to this new school my junior year. I thought it was the worst thing that had ever happened to me. Literally before meeting him, I was in the bathroom on the phone with my mother crying. Like, why do you hate me so much? How could you make me come here? And then one of the administrators was like, young lady, where are you supposed to be? And directed me into the lunchroom. When I left out of the lunchroom, he was waiting against the wall behind the door.
Okay.
He was.
And I said, you need any help getting to your class? Because our school was huge.
Okay.
So I was like, you need any help getting to your class? I know it's the first day of school, you don't know, you're new here. And she was like, sure, whatever.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm from DC. And so I was a little DC girl with attitude. Okay.
Playing it cool was what you had.
It just was what it was. And then for the rest of the day, every time I came out of class, he was just there and to take me to the next class because I'm all young and naive, right? So I'm just like, oh, all of his classes are near my classes. Not one. Not one. class. Once we like were like dating and stuff, and I realized not one class was near my class. So what did you do?
So every day I would like find an excuse to get out of class early, run to like her class. So then when the bell rang, I was waiting for her outside of her class.
So when I handed him my schedule outside of the lunchroom, he memorized it.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, how did you know where her classes
We
were?
call that intention.
I was just about to say, now,
That's a
that
black
is
king right there.
that's intentional.
That's a black king.
Right. I mean, I cannot give you a little. I mean, I respect it. I'm over here. I'm like, man, he put it together. No, he literally memorized it, and here we are sitting with you guys today to tell the story. So we've literally been together ever since.
Since that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
We'll go next. 1999.
Okay.
We party like it's 1999 because
Okay.
it is. My dad takes my siblings and I to a football weekend once a year, and so we went to Notre Damn out in Indiana, South Bend. Huge Notre Dame family. My grandpa went there. He met my grandmom there. Like 3 out of my 4 uncles and aunts went there. So it was like just in our blood. And so we're there. One night we went to like the pep rally. We're walking on campus. And it's dark, you know, you got the street lights, and I'm just like, okay, I'm on my phone. I'm a high school senior right now. I'm like, man, I don't want to be here, you know, younger siblings. And I'm like, go ahead and walk ahead. I might, you know, try to see some college girls or something, you know. And so she comes riding this bike just down this pathway, and I'm like, she going kind of fast. But she got.
I was. I'm trying to get home. Plus, it's a college campus. I know what them boys are about. So I'm rolling, and this is when.
I mean, she flying down this lane. I'm like, man, she was gorgeous. No, but I mean, like, I'm thinking, okay, she's cute. She got nice hair. You know, she has a nice face, and she stopped her bike and stopped and looked at me and was smiling. I said, okay, all right. And like, if you know me, I'm not outgoing. Like, I'm very shy. Like, I don't approach anybody. I stay to myself. Like, she does all the introductions, the whole thing. So I'm like, okay, well, I can't leave her just standing there looking at me smiling. We smiling at each other. So I'm like, all right, let me walk over.
grins too.
That's literally like maybe 10 paces. And I'm like, okay, between here and that wall, like, what am I going to say? Like, what do I say? Like, do I introduce myself? I don't want to come off corny. Like, I got to be more mature. Yeah. You know, by the time I get there, I'm just like, hi. You know, my name's Chris. What's yours? I'm like, I just got to catch up to my family, but, you know, I would love to talk to you later or text you or something. Can I get your number? So I got her number, and then we text all night long, and then I was only there for like 2 days. So we got to get lunch the next day and show me where she worked and stuff. And
And it was like, dang, I really like talking to him, and then we hung out. He sat with me the whole lunchtime, my whole lunch hour. We chatted it up probably every day after that. Like every day, he started sending me cute little letters. He lived in Philadelphia. I was clearly a senior in high school, so I couldn't leave South Bend. So our communication was just through our phone conversations.
Okay, but
yes.
So when you're in, like, and you might remember, like, you know, that free long distance after 8. Yep. So I'd wait till 8 o'clock, 8:01. Yeah, you don't know nothing about that.
Don't worry about it.
You gotta count the minutes.
Right? You gotta count. So like back in the day, like you didn't get unlimited plans, and then you didn't have
Like
cell
after
phones,
7.
so like you have to use the house phone. So after 7 or after
House phone
8,
calls.
like long distance was free, like it was unlimited. But before then, it was adding up on your minutes, and like, mom, get that phone bill, that's yours, right? So we wait till 8:01. I'd be on that phone like, hey, you know, and we'd be talking like 3-4 hours. We'd go to bed midnight. I'm like, man, she like me. I know she do. But yeah, no, but that's how we met. Yeah.
We met, LA is very small. We're both from LA, born and raised. A very good friend of mine that I've actually known since like kindergarten. And she invited me to, I think it was like her 16th birthday party.
16,
yeah, her sweet 16. And, you know, I'm there with a bunch of people that we've known growing up, some people that I now go to high school with, that we went to middle school with also. And in walks her. I'd never seen her before. So we're at this party. So, you know, the right song came on. I asked her to dance.
Translation.
And then, yeah, we kind of just talked the entire rest of the party, became friends. And then our senior year of high school is when we actually started dating.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's awesome.
Yeah, 12 years later.
What was the song?
I don't know.
that-
So I don't know what the song was, but
it a slow song?
I was gonna say, was it a slow jam?
Had
It's
to be
like
a
Old
slow one.
McDonald could have been playing.
I'm gonna ask, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna ask no matter what.
I just remember the next day there was a picture of us on Facebook dancing. Like, and I don't know what type of dancing y'all used to do at y'all parties. But
I'm sorry.
Whoa.
What does that mean?
it was,
What does that mean?
it was a photo that my mom ended up seeing on Facebook, and it was like us against the wall, you know, like her.
Okay.
Sure.
The Watusi or something.
I'm just making sure.
Low key, I've always had a crush on you. Oceans and faces and
Hey.
counting the time.
Keisha Clark, will you be my girlfriend?
Yes.
It was always attractive to me that we can talk on the phone forever. We can do that now, like talk for hours and hours. It's like we've never had a conversation before, and we're still learning things about each other, which I find to be engaging. And so from the get-go, it was like, dang, I really want to talk to him. I didn't want to talk to other boys. I told him I ain't have no boyfriend before you, so. And I dated. I just was like, no, I'm not gonna be talking to you every day. You don't even know how to say anything other than, hey, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
I think my connection was multifaceted. Like, one, you know, you're in a different state. The same thing. I know everybody in my area because I come from a small town. You know, I mean, I'm just, you know, out here, you know, hanging out with people, but not like anything serious. And so that was like, man, am I sprung? Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, I'm going all this time talking to this one person, and like, I don't see anybody else. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, something special about it. And so I just needed to find out what it was and what that attraction was.
The very first
I know
time
who-
we see each other after is like we're going into college. It's our summer year of our freshman year before.
You guys
we
went
go
to the
into
same college?
Nope.
No.
He went to Bucknell.
Bucknell, yeah.
So he stayed in Pennsylvania, and I'm in Tennessee now at TSU, HBC. Wow. He used to send me those mixtapes though. Remember when guys used to make a mixtape out of like the different songs?
You know how you record and then record? Oh, wow. I know, you don't know. But like, yo, you had like the boom box, and then okay. But like,
had to make
I
CDs,
recorded
okay?
over, like, you know how you get the DJ, like, oh, I don't want his voice, and
Yep.
you know, record over and get the songs.
He
But
had
all
me
the
moved,
stuff,
y'all.
yeah.
I was like, okay. Send me letters, like cards, telling me he was thinking of me. It was just different. And it just was a instant connection. But, you know, college came up, and we both were like, hey. I'm in college. It's fun. It's been real fun, and not disrespectfully, but we were young, and it just was like, let's
Want to experience the
pause.
college life.
Yeah, so we took a pause and we experienced our different levels of our college experience. So, yep.
Okay, so the question is, what attracted?
What's the connection?
What was the connection? It's really funny. My mom would always say, you know, you were 5 when you were born. So I don't know if it was just this maturity level or what. He was different, and just the way that he treated me, like all the things. I mean, and you got to think, I didn't know that he had memorized the schedule at the time, but I just knew that every time I came out, he was there. Then it started like anything I needed, like, oh, you catch the bus, I'll pick you up, like, or. You know, or you don't have to, you were walking, you don't have to walk. Like, it would just be these things, or notes and poems and just stuff. I don't know. He was just different.
I think for me, it was like when I first saw her, I told her, I said, you know, we were talking as we were going between the classes when I first, I said, you're gonna be my wife.
He did.
Wow.
Outside of how beautiful she was, it was something about the attitude. I loved it.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was maybe the challenge, but it was just something about her that said wife to me. I really can't put everything into what it was, but she was just beautiful, and I wanted her to be my wife. I knew that. I knew in that moment, that's what I wanted.
We met sophomore year, and you know, we're 16 years old at that time, and it got to a point where it wasn't even like I asked her to be my girlfriend or anything like that. It was just like one day I was like, all right, we go together. We've been together. We went together ever since.
So like from sophomore to senior year, did you find it like no time passed when you guys reconnected?
I think for me, like from sophomore year, we had our moment and then kind of took a break because I mean, we were young. Like I wanted to like date other people, talk to other guys, and I did. But I feel like they were all just like, they're all horrible. Yeah, like, you know, being young, I feel like they just wanted like one thing for me, you know? Like, I know what you got type thing. And him, like, he was always like the good guy. He was genuinely just so like mature for his age and just so sweet to me. Like everything he did was like the sweetest. Like, he took care of me, and all the other guys I talked to was just like, okay, you guys are a bunch of bums.
That'll do it.
When we started dating senior year, I wasn't like, you know, dating to marry at that moment. And it just so happened that as we started growing together and time went on, like things just got so much better. Like I'd like to tell people we're two completely different people now than we were when we first met. But we are who we are because of what we gave to each other throughout that time.
Yeah, for me, it was like once I got to know her, I just couldn't. I hated not being with her, even if I had to walk or if it was catching a bus.
In the snow.
In the snow, like I remember days where it was like too bad outside, school be closed with snow. Then I would still walk. I would get on the train, catch the train, and then walk a couple miles to her house to get to her house. And she didn't want me to tell the other part because her parents know, but I will. I wasn't.
Rios, you better not. He
will
walk and stand in the snow.
Stand in the snow, and I will wait outside in the snow until I was able to get into the house to spend time with her on our snow day.
Climbing through the window.
We've all been there.
This will be edited out.
We've all had those types of.
I do not know what you're talking about.
When I first started driving, my
not a
parents used to
thing.
be like, you better not drive that car over to that girl's house. And then as soon as they left, the
Where
first
we
place
going?
I drove was to her house. During the summertime, I was at that house.
OMG.
This girl St. Maria, is she fine?
I mean, it's Keisha.
Who?
Keisha Clark, the girl from JTD.
Son, what your mother wants more than for you to have a future is for you to have a future with a black girl. Next time you plan on lying and steal some shit, lead with that.
I told her I would not be the man that I am without her. With no, like, 100%. The way I'm able to open and express myself, I owe her. You know, some people say, "Oh, you owe that person your life." I really do.
Y'all see why he listen, girl. This is why I do not play about this man right here, okay? And I haven't since we were 16. And I'm just so grateful that we've been able to grow together. I tell him all the time, I'm like, God loves me because he sent me you. And that day was meant to be. And listen, I get it with like some kids being like super young, and it's like, that's way too serious of a relationship to be in. But then at the same time, it shouldn't just be dismissed because of age at all. And like, even with one of our daughters, I was having this conversation with her because it's funny, she's kind of following in our footsteps. And I actually gave her opposite advice of what I had heard. And I'm like, he is a great person, and I'm speaking of her boyfriend, and what I see in him is that he's a husband. So I get it that he's young, but he's a husband because that's a job like that requires qualifications and skills. And just being a male or a man does not make you a husband. And so I'm like, yes, he's young, but I recognize those qualities in him now. And I want you to recognize and appreciate those in him now, because I don't want her to get caught up in someone telling her, oh girl, you're young, go and do. And I'm like, okay, but be careful about what's out there. Don't take this moment for granted.
We want to talk to you about Keisha.
I mean, what about her?
You've got a lot on your plate, Justin.
Should you be dating her right now?
I think one of the things I would tell a high school couple that is wanting to see it through is take the mask off. You can take your mask off and you feel completely safe in that space. Don't take that for granted, because that's what a lot of people, they take that for granted. Like, oh, I can get that somewhere else. No, you cannot. No, you cannot. It's a specific space where that can be held, and I think that you should hold that space sacred. So yeah.
I would say I knew what I saw, and so like I saw my parents, I saw them separate. That's what I grew up in, and for me, I was like, I don't want to be like that. Like I got a lot of love to give, and I'm just waiting for that right person to give it to, and that family to start.
What would your 2010 say?
I feel like one thing why we lost it so long is like, you know, I wasn't so invested in like, this was my only life, was my relationship. Like, I had my own life, I'm following my own dreams and goals, and same for him. But it's like, we still have like such a deep connection, and it's like a connection that I wanted to continue to build and, you know, evolve. So
it's funny, that was gonna be my same exact thing. Is before we are boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancés, husband and wife, we're and have been friends for like, you know, 12 to 14 years now.
Yeah.
We've been friends. And, you know, as we're trying to figure these things out for ourselves, the biggest, you know, one of the big reasons why our relationship works so well and has stood the test of time is because we're able to talk to each other as friends. It's just been one big inside joke that nobody gets, and the jokes just keep rolling, and I appreciate having someone who understands me by my side. So, you know, find a friend that isn't gonna hinder your own personal growth.
Yeah,
Man, absolutely.
for sure. I think one thing for high school love that wants to stand the test of time, I think it's possible. And I think that that's what I want them to know, that it's actually possible. Because a lot of times I just feel like it's discounted because of age. It's like, oh, that's just puppy love. Oh, you don't know. Oh, you don't. You know what I mean? And it's so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Like when I tell you guys, we laugh like stomach hurt, like stitches, like tears, literally coming out, like the ones where you can't breathe and you like hitting on your thing. I mean, it's a mess. Like we have the best time, even doing nothing. Just watching. Like I get so excited. What you want? I'm like, oh my God, what we gonna watch? We got a list, and he put out the list. Okay, so this next on the list, we on episode 6 of that shows. Yes.
The friendship is important.
Yeah.
The friendship to me is the most important.
Most important.
You gotta be something before you can be a partner.
No, that's real. That's real.
Be friends first. That's most important. Be friends. I think everything builds off of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you always want to have your friends back.
Yeah. And young love is love.
Yeah.
Let's not discount it because it's young love. Young love is love.
Period.
Turns into OG love.
OG love. OG love. Oh.